class. I'm Miguel, and this is my strength and conditioning coach, Anthony. Right? So today I'm going to demonstrate the different motions of the glenohumeral joint. So let's start first by doing glenohumeral flexion. As you can see here, I traced the muscles. I tried to do the best that I could to show you. That's the anterior deltoid, middle head of the deltoid, and here posterior head of the deltoid. So first, I'm going to show is the glenohumeral flexion. It's going to be right here. So you hold it. So as you can see, the muscle, the anterior head of the deltoid inserts on the deltoid tuberosity over this way, and it originates on the lateral head of the clavicle, right? So when the muscle shortens, what it does, let me show you. So I'm going to demonstrate with the bend. So muscle elongates, and it go like this, and it shortens, and it go like that. So this will happen here. So let's say this is the anterior deltoid. So we're going to have the deltoid tuberosity down here, and then we're going to have the clavicle over here. So as I go like this, right, the insertion is pulling towards the origin, so shortening the muscle, right? That's the principle. So my second move would be glenohumeral joint abduction. So what it does, it will target the middle head of the deltoids, and then we go like this. Watch out, buddy. And hold it, you see it, right? So same thing. Deltoid tuberosity, which is the insertion of the middle head of the deltoid, will shorten the muscle towards the origin, which is the acromion of the scapula, right where the ACL joint forms. So that's pertaining to the glenohumeral joint. So we have flexion, abduction. So now I'm going to demonstrate adduction. Adduction, so I start at 90 degrees, and then you pull down. So that will activate many different muscles, but let's focus only on the prime movement muscle. So that will be pretty much like a subscapularis motion. So the subscapularis inserts on the bicipital groove of the humerus, and it originates on the suprascapular fossa anterior to the scapula, and that's pretty much what it does. And it shortens. So the insertion goes towards the origin, shortening the muscle. So that will be my third move. My fourth move for the glenohumeral joint will be glenohumeral extension. So let's keep it simple. So if I'm here, actually, latissimus dorsi is the one that plays a big role in glenohumeral extension. It's the most powerful glenohumeral extension. So I start at 90 degrees, that would be a good example. And then you just push down, you pull down because it's a pull movement. So that would activate the latissimus dorsi right here. So the latissimus dorsi, it inserts on the bicipital groove of the humerus posteriorly and originates right here on the thoracolumbar fascia, the sacrum, and the crest of the ilium. So that's pertaining to adduction. So now let me demonstrate what an external rotation and internal rotation looks like. That's pretty much rotator cuff work. So we here, so I external rotate the humerus, and what's going to happen here when I do external rotation, there are two key muscle components: the teres minor muscle, and also teres minor muscle, and the other one would be my infraspinatus muscle. Those are the ones that do external rotation. So both of them have the same insertion right on the greater tuberosity here in the humerus. So the origin for the teres minor will be the axillary border of the scapula, somewhere around here, and for my infraspinatus will be the infraspinatus fossa we covered in our class in previous chapters. So what happened was the greater tuberosity, when you do a external rotation, it moves, it pulls the muscle backwards, kind of like shortening it. So that's what happened when you do a external rotation. That's a good way to demonstrate. So you shorten the muscle. So the greater tuberosity will pull the muscle backwards, and that's how you activate the external rotators. So I'm going to show you external rotators. So one more move here would be internal rotation. Internal rotation, I will focus most on the pectoralis major. However, pectoralis major is not the prime mover. I would say the prime mover would be subscapularis, but since we already covered the subscapularis, let's talk about the pectoralis major and internal rotation. So internal rotation will be something like this. That's internal rotation, so we activating not only the pectoralis, subscapularis, anterior deltoid, but let's talk about the pectoralis major. So the pectoralis major has an attachment right here on the bicipital groove, and the origin would be on the sternocostal head of the sternum, right? So the bicipital groove would pull the muscle inward, so kind of like shorten it. That's what happens. See, external rotation. You still get a lot of pectoralis major, right? So then let's cover now the last move for the glenohumeral joint, which is circumduction. Circumduction pretty much covers everything that we went over already. So it covers abduction, adduction, internal, external rotation. It's pretty much like this, you know. That's a circumduction of the glenohumeral joint. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.